We have all of this done, now ready to tile. We're just going to whip up some of our cement. We're using the Kerdi membrane from Schluter System. This particular membrane, highly recommend you take the course if you're going to do it professionally. If you're doing it in your own home, make sure you get the right products. Not every store sells the products and the cements you need to get the job done properly. My supplier has a product that's a non-modified cement, which means the longer it stays wet, the better it is. It also means it'll adhere to the back and the front side of this plastic membrane that we're buying. It looks like a cloth, but it's made of plastic. So traditional modified cement will not adhere to it. This is the problems you run into with people mixing the wrong product. Anyway, I've taken the course. It was a lovely 2 days down in Toronto. I'm Schluter certified. I've got the card, I got the hat, I got the t-shirt. They give you a t-shirt, Max. Anyway, we're gonna put this on the wall. We're gonna waterproof our entire tub. And then it doesn't matter what you put on top of this. Any product that you put on top of your waterproof membrane, the tile in the grout is no longer a waterproof system. Now it's a water diversion system. And so it's just for aesthetics. It can also be removed and reinstalled at a later date. So because of the nature of our environment here, we're just gonna go with some simple white glazed tile and make it nice and clean. And hopefully in a few hours, we'll have this all closed up. Kerdi membrane system requires a non-modified cement, or in other words, cement. It's been like that for a few hundred years, ever since the Romans started building tubs. Bottom line, guys, is the last 20, 25 years, they've modified cement, adding a latex polymer. And the idea is it makes cement act more like a glue. So in a lot of applications, that's handy, but depending on the products that you're working with and trying to combine together, adding that glue element can actually make it counterproductive. It can make products not work. You can't bond certain things with glue to certain other things. But with cements, you can bond just about anything. So when in doubt, go with the old-fashioned stuff. Because the old-fashioned stuff will still work with any modern building material, but the new stuff may not. So for this job, we're using the non-modified cement from Mapai. It's called Kerdi. It's a tile mortar. It's available at different Mapai dealers in town. I like it because it's silky smooth when you apply it. Because we're mixing cement for a Kerdi membrane, it's important to have a little bit of experience here, because traditionally you mix your cement, you let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then that's your cement. After you've let it sit and set up, you can't add water ever again. So you gotta get a little experience to know that something loose, where it's holding its own texture. This kind of cement right now is perfect. If you want to take a look at that. This kind of cement where it's holding its own, it's not getting soupy, that's perfect for setting tile. But for a waterproofing membrane, it's too thick. We want to have something that's a little bit wetter. Okay, that doesn't hold up any stiffness to it. The reason for that is Schluter gives you a special trowel to apply their products, and the grooves are actually quite small, so you don't want it granulated at all. You want it really silky smooth. When you put it on, you want it to be nice and wet, because it does take a little bit of time to apply it, and you don't want it to start drying too fast before you get it all covered up. So now I'm applying cement to the wall. I've marked my spot on the ceiling where I want my liable to go to, and because I'm in a hurry, my first goal is to just get a lot of cement on the surface, and then I will trowel it out and get a better coverage in a second. Everybody has a different technique. It doesn't really matter. The idea is you're not trying to scrape it off the wall. You're just trying to leave a relatively consistent amount on the surface. I have a fair amount of experience doing drywall work, so I usually hold the trowel like I'm applying drywall mud. You don't have to worry about it getting on your fixtures, or the tub, or your shoes. It'll all wash off. Okay, so this is the Kerdi membrane. I'm just using a continuous sheet. Now, I don't recommend this until you've had experience working with this product. we are adhering this membrane, which is waterproof and vapor-proof, to our drywall to make a waterproof wall. It's a really quite simple concept. This membrane will not allow anything in the way of moisture to pass through it, which is why we are able to choose to go drywall on the substrate. And really all we're doing is applying this very similar to wallpaper. Okay, so we're gonna make sure our joint's nice and tight in the corner. Stretch it out, get rid of air bubbles. And then just work it down like that. I also realize if you look at the damage that was on the wallboard of this original tile surround, it was just starting to mold from 1983. So this stuff here, the differences in the two systems is the old system didn't have a membrane. It was just drywall. And instead of using a cement, they used a glue. And that glue, although it's rated for showers, breaks down over time when it's wet. So, imperfect in every direction. Most showers are designed to last 5 to 10 years with really good performance. And then usually by the time they start breaking down and people find out that they're really ugly and they want to do something about it, it's 20 years later and everybody's happy because it's such a low cost investment. But the reality is, nowadays, people use their showers a lot more than they used to. So the same technology in a new shower, people are expecting different performance. Back in the 1980s, you had a shower, you got a shower, you got done, you got out. Nowadays, we're adding different fixtures, rain shower heads, spa tubs, jacuzzis, all these things that are designed to have people spend time in their bathroom, not be in a hurry to leave. It's like an oasis from all the kids and traffic and busyness of life. So the average shower nowadays is seeing 5 to 6 times as much water every year than they used to. The length of showers are going up, the amount of people in the home taking showers is going up. Bathing culture, switching over to shower culture is huge. So now they have to perform at a higher rate on a more regular basis. So if you double the amount of water going through a shower and it was failing, it won't just become twice as bad. Instead of having a 20 or 30 year shower, they'll have a 5-year bathroom. And that's what we're seeing. Brand new builds, 3 to 5 years in, covered in mold, leaking through the ceiling. Now, a couple little notes. The installation of this membrane, traditionally speaking, is done by every panel. And then they have an edge tape that they have a 2-inch overlap on. The edge tape is for convenience, it's not a necessity. If you're comfortable working with the membrane, you can just apply it like this. These joints here, you can see it's a rough cut. It's a plastic, so the knife doesn't follow a straight line in a lot of cases. So you have a 2-inch overlay, okay? And this is where the waterproofing technology comes in. This membrane, done according to specs from the factory, comes with a manufacturer's warranty of 10 years. You won't have water getting behind your wall. That's better warranty than any other product on the market. So now this is all done right to the ceiling. Just a quick warning. This product is available at wholesalers and retailers around town. If you buy it at a retailer, make sure that they have the proper product available for sale to apply the product. I've seen on a couple of occasions where there's major retailers that offer Schluter system that don't have the right cement to apply it. So if you ask for the cement that goes with it, the salesman may just offer you whatever's on the floor. It will fail and fall off the wall and it's dangerous. So just make sure that you've got a product that is a non-modified cement. Okay.